I'm the soul mason, laying bricks in the rain. I'm the soul mason, laying bricks in the rain. But I'm the soul mason, laying bricks in the rain. I'm the soul mason, laying bricks in the rain.
And I'm the soul mason, laying bricks in the rain. I'm building up a legacy, overcoming the pain. And I'm the soul mason, laying bricks in the rain. I'm writing up a legacy, overcoming the pain. And I'm the soul mason, laying bricks in the rain. Building up a legacy, overcoming the pain. And I'm the soul mason, laying bricks in the rain. Building up a legacy, overcoming. I'm staring at the blueprint, the ink is almost dry, and questioning the reasons and the where and the why. If I build a house of cards, will it stand in the wind? Wonder will it collapse from the way to where I sin? An architect's debt is the truth that he owes. So the people in the gutters and the front row shows have seen the power of a verse change a young man's path, either leading to the light or the aftermath. So I choose my words like a mason chooses brick and make the foundation solid and the coating is thick. No vanity projects, no ego in the frame, and just a bridge over water, protecting the flame. I remember the architects who built the path for me and giving me the vision so that I could finally see. Now it's my turn to lay the stones in the mud and paying off the debt with the ink and the blood. It's a heavy responsibility to carry the mic, and knowing that the thunder is about to strike. I am the narrator of the noise, the voice in the grain, and bringing back the sunshine through the frequency of rain. And I'm the soul mason, laying bricks in the rain. Building up a legacy, overcoming the pain. I'm the soul mason, laying bricks in the rain. Building up a legacy, overcoming the pain. I'm the soul mason, laying bricks in the rain. Building up a legacy, overcoming the pain. I'm the soul mason, laying bricks in the rain. Building up a legacy, overcoming. See the blueprints changing, the standards getting low. People building structures just for the sake of the show, but a building with no soul is a tomb in the making, and leaving all the residents bitter and shaking. And I stick to the classic designs of the heart, where the logic and the feeling aren't drifting apart. And I owe a debt to the struggle, a debt to the pain, for teaching me how to find the sun in the rain. Now I'm drafting the future with a steady moving hand, making sure the message is one they can understand. No cryptic puzzles, no hollow-hearted rhymes, and just a solid reflection of these turbulent times. And a craftsman, a builder, a man of the cloth, guarding the legacy from the rust and the moth. And SB 1200 is the hammer and the drill, walking on the temple with a focus moving will. I don't build for the fame, I build for the stage, so the structure stands tall. At the end of the day, I recalibrate the scale, return to the start, and connecting the heavy kicks to the beat of the heart. And I'm the soul mason, laying bricks in the rain, and building up a legacy, overcoming the pain. And I'm the soul mason, laying bricks in the rain, and building up a legacy, overcoming the pain. And I'm the soul mason, laying bricks in the rain, and building up a legacy, overcoming the pain. And I'm the soul mason, laying bricks in the rain, and building up a legacy, overcoming the pain. I'm walking through the city, checking on the work, and seeing where the shadows and the predators lurk. And I'm reinforcing the corners, strengthening the beam, protecting the reality and guarding the dreams. An architect's debt is never truly repaid. It's a lifelong commitment to the choices we made. I'm fine with the burden, I'm fine with the weight, as long as the message is honest and straight. I see the copper thread glowing in the dark, igniting the spirit like a holy driven spark. And you're the builders of the culture, the keepers of the key, and singing a world where the spirit can be free. And so I keep the bass deep and the stand snapping dry, and looking every listener straight in the eye. And this is my contribution, my payment, my pride, with nothing left to fear and nothing left to hide. The legacy is solid, the structure is sound, and deeply rooted in the very fabric of the ground. Sign my name in the mortar, let the loop roll on, a testament to survival long after I'm gone. And I'm the soul mason, laying bricks in the rain, and building up a legacy, overcoming the pain. And I'm the soul mason, laying bricks in the rain, and building up a legacy, overcoming the pain. And I'm the soul mason, laying bricks in the rain, and building up a legacy, overcoming the pain.
Soul mason.
Yo, you know what I'm saying, Hello,
Yo, feel the low end frequency, true vibe, face the facts, see the wisdom of the youth, trace the whole, feel the low end frequency, a true vibe, Face the facts, see
The wisdom,
the wisdom of the youth. Yo. There's a resonance in the basement that the buildings can't contain. The frequency of struggle that is flowing through the vein. I learned to read the sidewalk like a library book, seeing all the history in a single steady look. The dialect is coded, it's the language of the soul. Trying to maintain some semblance of control. Every syllable is weighted, every sentence is a chain, linking up the spirits who were living in the rain. I remember the elders on the bench with the map, showing us the way out of the systematic trap. They disdain the vanity and the artificial shine, focusing the spirit on the heavy baseline. It's a sacred ritual, a conversation with the past, building up a feeling that was destined to last. We didn't have the tools, but we had the intent, making sure the message was exactly what we meant. I studied every credit, every name on the sleeve, learning how to build what I finally believe. No piano, no horns, just the raw and the real, trying to communicate the way that we feel. When the world turns its back and the lights go out, and you're left with the silence and the shadow of a doubt.
feel the low end,
The frequency of truth, face the facts,
the wisdom goes down, down.
the wisdom of the youth. Chase the room,
Feel the low end,
the frequency of truth. Now face the facts,
the wisdom goes down, down.
the wisdom of the youth. Yo, I see the static as a filter, a way to clear the mind, leaving all the artificial static far behind. In the golden era, every drum beat was a heart, beating for the people who were forced to live apart. I learned to find the beauty in distortion and the grit, keeping the internal fire permanently lit. The world is too polished, too shiny and too fake. I'm looking for the ripples on the surface of the lake. I miss the days of honesty and the handwritten names, before the whole culture was consumed by the games. But the wisdom is still there, tucked away in the grooves, waiting for the soul that rhythmically moves. I'm a student of the analog, a child of the truth, bridging all the gaps between the elders and the youth. It's a frequency of survival in a world full of lies, reflected in the focus of a veteran's eyes. I watch the young ones looking for a shortcut to the top, not knowing that the elevator never makes a stop. You gotta take the stairs, every flight is a lesson, turning every struggle to a spiritual blessing.
Feel the low end,
The frequency of truth, face the facts,
the wisdom system from
the wisdom of the youth. The source, the freak.
Feel the low end,
The frequency of truth, face the facts,
the wisdom system from
the wisdom of the youth. You know, they try to clean up the sound, they want it bright, they want it shiny, no one in your mind. Что жизнь не такая, life is in the low end. It's in the grit, it's in the parts they try to low pass. That's where the heart beats. So I turn up the volume and I let the bass breathe, watching how the spirits in the room start to weave. A tapestry of memories, a history of sound, deeply rooted in the very fabric of the ground. When the pressure hits the limit and the walls start to thin, that's when the internal dialogue begins. The low end is the anchor, the low end is the key, designing a world where the spirit can be free. So I sign my name immortal, let the loop roll on, a testament to survival long after I'm gone. Every grain of noise is a story to be told, more valuable than silver, more permanent than gold. I'm the narrator of the noise, the voice in the grain, bringing back the sunshine through the frequency of rain. It's the low end theory, the heartbeat of the street, staying dedicated till the mission is complete. I don't need the spotlight to validate the shine, I just need the logic of this heavy bass line. Now
feel the low end,
the frequency of truth, face the facts,
when the wisdom systems from
the wisdom of the youth. I need to trace the vault,
feel the low end,
the frequency of truth, face the facts,
when the wisdom from
the wisdom of the youth.
Low end homes, frequency is absolute.
Yo, yo, yo.
Low end homes,
Yo, yo,
frequency is absolute.
yo, yo, yo.
Bodega Lights, Queens Dispatch.
News on the counter.
Bodega bulletin, block headline drop. Fresh off the press while the coffee hot. No TV needed. Counter intel supreme. Bodega bulletin, Queens news machine. Bodega bulletin.
Quotable and posted on the lotto glass. Breaking news faster than the newsroom pass. Vendetta headline. Quarter change war. Cat versus clerk saga. Settle the score. Counter confidential. Stool pigeon perch. Morning edition murmur. Breakfast church. Loose lips. Lottery slip. Spill the tea. Bodega telegraph. Buzzing constantly. From the honey bun heist to the Lucy drama. Daily double up detail. Panorama. No byline credit. Just nod and wink. Bodega bulletin. Never miss a link. Multisyllabic. Memo on the milk crate shelf. Queens Quill chronicler. Pen and self-help. Counterculture courier. Information vein. Bodega bulletin. Pumping block brain.
Bodega bulletin,
Block headline drop. Fresh off the press while the coffee hot.
no TV needed.
Counter intel supreme.
Bodega bulletin,
Queens news machine.
bodega bulletin.
Rush hour, rush print, rush hour, red, counter chronicle feed, the morning need. Yo, we flipped 3 for a 10 last night. Bodega byline breaking in the breakfast light. Eagle eye on the Newport rack, scan chronicling the chronicle of the concrete clan. No fake news filter or relay report. Bodega broadcaster, block news sport. From the Lucy to the blunt rap, counter correspondent, catalog the crap, multisyllabic matter of fact map. Bodega bulletin, broadcasting trap.
Bodega bulletin,
Block headline drop. Fresh off the press while the coffee hot.
no TV needed.
Counter intel supreme.
Bodega bulletin,
Queens news machine.
bodega bulletin.
Find an edition, etching the plexiglass etch. Bodega bulletin, never miss a stretch. Chronicles compiled in the collective gaze. Counterculture captured in the morning haze. No press conference, just stool confessional. Bodega broadcast, informational vessel. Queens Quill keeper, keeping culture close. Bodega bulletin, block overdose. From first light flicker to the neon night. Counter courier, carrying the street light. Bodega bulletin, eternal edition print. Queens forever, bodega imprint.
Bodega bulletin,
Block headline drop. Fresh off the press while the coffee hot.
no TV needed.
Counter intel supreme.
Bodega bulletin,
Queens news machine.
bodega bulletin.
Cash register beep. Next. Bulletin continues. Cash register beep. Next. Bulletin continues. Next. Bulletin continues. Next. Bulletin continues.
It's the geometry of shadows, the angles of the truth, connecting all the wisdom of the elders to the youth. Reflected and steady, I'm writing out the plan to stay a human being in the middle of the man. I'm observing the horizon from a 40-degree slant, finding all the possibilities the system says I can't. The city is a blueprint, a masterwork of lines where the spirit is trapped between the symbols and the signs. I learned to read the rhythm of the movement on the street, seeing how the destiny in a coincidence meet. The soul guitar is weeping for the stories never told, for the integrity that was never actually sold. I see the brothers leaning on a fragile sense of pride, with a million contradictions locked and burning up inside. I choose the pathologic architecture of the soul, trying to maintain some semblance of the self-control. We're all just navigators in the labyrinth of gray, searching for a reason to appreciate the day. But the reason is the journey, the cadence of the walk, the wisdom that is hidden in the hollow-hearted talk. I keep my delivery clear and my cadence on the mark, a lighthouse of the spirit in the center of the dark. No need for the vanity, no need for the display. I find my own momentum in the monochromatic way. It's the geometry of shadows, the angles of the truth. It's the geometry of shadows, the angles of the truth. It's the geometry of shadows, the angles of the truth. It's the geometry of shadows, the angles of the truth. I've seen the
the seasons shift through the dusty window frame, watching how the players change, but the game remains the same. The industry is shallow, it's a temporary shine. I prefer the resonance of this heavy bass line. It's a frequency of growth, a conductivity of thought, valuing the lessons that the experience has brought. I tell the young ones, observe the movement of the tide. Don't let the artificial currents take you for a ride. I stay in the lab where the atmosphere is thick, building up the legacy with the spirit and the brick. I'm a weaver of the light, a guardian of the flame, refusing to be defined by a number or a name. I find the melody in the middle of the urban noise, the quiet strength of men hidden in the little boys. Every choice you make is a stone in the wall, deciding if the structure is going to stand or going to fall. I'm recalibrating, shifting back to the source, letting the internal compass decide the final course. Yeah. It's the geometry of shadows, the angles of it's the geometry of shadows, the angles of the truth. It's the geometry of shadows, the angles of the truth. I'm looking at the mirror and I recognize the weight, the responsibility of standing at the final gate. I'm breaking all the cycles, the patterns of the past, building up a feeling that was destined to last. The faint stab is a signal from the core, a reminder of the things that we are actually fighting for. It's not about the credit, it's not about the praise, it's about the clarity in the middle of the haze. So let the loop roll, let the message expand, writing out the liberation with a steady moving hand. I sign my name in the mortar, let the history begin, a testament to the power that is radiating within. The legacy is solid, the foundation is deep, while the rest of the world is falling into the sleep. I remain present, a witness to the scene, finding the meaning in the spaces in between. Yo, it's the geometry of shadows, the angles of the truth. Yo, it's the geometry of shadows, the angles of the truth. Yo, it's the geometry of shadows, the angles of the truth. Yo, it's the geometry of shadows, the angles of the truth. Angles never lie, never lie, never lie. Stay focused on the point, on the point, on the point.
Project heat is dead, the pipes just hiss and moan. Another day surviving in this monochromatic zone. I see the shadow movers lurking by the staircase door, where every floor is just the level of the silent war. We don't talk about the future, we just watch the clock locked aside the logic of this heavy granite block. The sky is low and heavy like a sheet of oxidized lead, pressing on the spirits of the ones who haven't fled. I keep my thoughts internal, guarded like a final stash, in a world where loyalty is thinner than the paper cash. The iron gates are rattling, a rhythm for the stress, while the cold Atlantic wind is putting every heart to test. No neon lights for us, just the flicker of the street and the heavy resonance of boots on the cracked concrete. I'm an architect, the silence master of the low-key stride, with a million stories buried deep and locked inside. It's the lead ceiling, pressing on the crown in a city built to keep the heavy spirits down. It's the lead ceiling, pressing on the crown in a city built to keep the heavy spirits down. It's the lead ceiling, pressing on the crown in a city built to keep the heavy spirits down. It's the lead ceiling, pressing on the crown in a city built to keep the heavy spirits down. I've seen the eyes turn hollow, seen the movements get slow, when the pressure hits a level that the people don't know. It's not about the glamour, it's about the gravity, and how to keep your soul intact within this cavity. The brick is porous, soaking up the echoes of the screams, while the moisture on the window blurs the outline of the dreams. I'm a student of the stillness, reading every subtle sign, staying on the narrow path and holding on the line. They claim they know the struggle, but they only know the mask. Surviving through the midnight is the only heavy task. The bass is like a heartbeat that's forgotten how to race, just a steady thumping in this cold and hollow space. I see the young lions looking for a way to break the seal, not knowing the iron is the only thing that's real. Concrete alibi, the silence is my only friend, staying dedicated to the vision till the very end. It's the lead ceiling, pressing on the crown in a city built to keep the heavy spirits down. It's the lead ceiling, pressing on the crown in a city built to keep the heavy spirits down. It's the lead ceiling, pressing on the crown in a city built to keep the heavy spirits down. It's the lead ceiling, pressing on the crown in a city built to keep the heavy spirits down. Now the wind is is getting sharper, scraping at the rusted frame. And the city doesn't even bother calling out your name. You're just a digit in the ledger, a shadow on the wall, watching all the empires start to stagger and to fall. I keep my jaw locked tight and my vision on the prize, ignoring all the systematic traps and calculated lies. It's a hardened architecture designed to make you fold, but the spirit of the pavement is remarkably bold. So I sign my name in blood, I sign my name in lead, a testament to living when they wanna see you dead. The minor chords fade, but the message stays clear, overcoming every facet of the local city fear. I'm a fixture in the cold, a shadow in the hall, writing out the truth upon the heavy project wall. Concrete alibi, the silence is my final friend, staying focused on the vision until the very end. It's the lead ceiling, pressing on the crown in a city built to keep the heavy spirits down. It's the lead ceiling, pressing on the crown in a city built to keep the heavy spirits down. It's the lead ceiling, pressing on the crown in a city built to keep the heavy spirits down. It's the lead ceiling, pressing on the crown in a city built to keep the heavy spirits down. It's the lead ceiling, bricks stay solid.
Yeah, it's the oxygen deck. It's the oxygen deck. It's the oxygen deck. Yeah.
The corridor is narrow, breathing is a luxury task. Behind the iron screen, everyone is wearing the mask. The moisture on the brick is like the sweat of the dead, while the logic of the struggle starts to fill up the head. I see the architecture designed to keep the vision low, where the only thing that's moving is the shadow on the snow. I don't seek the light, I learn to navigate the dark, finding every weak point and every invisible mark. The radiator's heart is cold, it hasn't beat in years. In a landscape built on the foundations of the fears, we communicate in glances, the silence is the code. Moving like the mercury along the heavy road. No exit sign in sight, just a stairwell and the rust, converting every promise into a layer of the dust. I keep my center of gravity close to the floor, waiting for the vibration behind the emergency door. It's the oxygen deck, the air is getting thin, that's when the internal dialogue begins. Oxygen deck, it's the oxygen deck, the air is getting thin, that's when the internal dialogue begins. It's the oxygen deck, the air is getting thin. I watch the giant stagger under the weight of the air, caught in the geometry of the circular stair. It's not the physical cage, it's the mental design that keeps the spirit focused on the bottom of the line. The asphalt is a sponge that drinks the history of the block, while we're trying to find a way to circumvent the clock. I see the young lions chasing after ghosts in the mist, not knowing that the exit doesn't actually exist. You gotta build the exit inside the temple of the mind, leaving all the artificial limitations far behind. The base is a reminder of the gravity's pull in the world of empty promises where the ledger is full. I'm a student of the stillness, a master of the weight, deciphering the patterns of the local city-state. Concrete alibi, the silence is a weapon of choice, finding the frequency inside the absence of the voice. It's the oxygen deck, the air is getting thin, that's when the internal dialogue begins. The oxygen deck, it's the oxygen deck, the air is getting thin, that's when the internal dialogue begins. It's the oxygen deck, the air is getting thin, that's when the internal dialogue begins. The oxygen deck, it's the oxygen deck, the air is getting thin. Now the wind is getting sharper, biting at the exposed skin, and you can feel the pressure of the atmosphere begin to consolidate the doubts and the calculations made, while the silhouettes are moving in the monochromatic shade. I don't need a map to know where the hazards are kept, I'm the one who stayed awake while the entire city slept. I sign my name in lead, I sign my name in the grime, a testament to survival in this particular time. The minor chords are fading, but the messages await, providing the momentum for the opening of the gate. I'm a fixture of the hall, a shadow in the frame, refusing to be part of the commercialized game. Keep the jaw locked tight, keep the focus on the plan. This is how the spirit survives the middle of the man. It's the oxygen deck, the air is getting thin, that's when the internal dialogue begins. The oxygen deck, it's the oxygen deck, the air is getting thin, that's when the internal dialogue begins. It's the oxygen deck, the air is getting thin, that's when the internal dialogue begins. The oxygen deck, it's the oxygen deck, the air is getting thin, that's when the internal dialogue begins.
Air expensive, keep your lungs full. Air expensive, keep your lungs full.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, yeah. I'm watching how the second hand is moving on the dial. Trying to maintain my integrity through every trial. Reflective and steady, I'm writing out the plan. Stay a human being in the middle of the man. Yo, I see the movement of the masses through a dusty window pane. Looking for the sun but only fight in the rain. But the rain has a cadence, a rhythm of its own, like a message from the ancestors in the monotone. I took the urban logic and I wove it in the verse, trying to break the cycle of the local city curse. My mother kept the dignity with a quiet kind of strength, going to the limit, going to the final length. I learned to value patience over quick and hollow wares, learning where the virtue ends and where the vice begins. And so guitar chops like a mason with a stone, building up a feeling that I carry on my own. I seen the gilded cages and the fake and hollow smiles. I prefer the honesty of these long urban miles. A 2-bar loop is a circuit of a life, cutting through the texture like a sharp and polished knife. I keep my cadence even and my delivery clear, so the message laying solid in the listener's ear. No need for the bells and the whistles and the shine, I just need the logic of this heavy bass line. Legacy is built on the choices that you make, not the artificial image that you crumble to fake. I stay in the lab where the air's full of dust, polishing the talent and removing all the rust. I'm watching how the second hand is moving on the dial. Yeah. The industry is cold like a winter in the north, pushing all the hollow-hearted vanity forth. I'd rather have a dollar in a story I can tell than $1 million check in a permanent sale. I seen the finest poets lose the rhythm of the heart, selling off the pieces of their motherfucking art. I'm the wiper of the story, I'm the keeper of the flame, refusing to be part of the commercialized game. I tell the young ones, keep your vision on the line, don't let the glitter or the jewelry make you go blind. It's the conductivity, the magnetism of soul, taking all the fragments and making them hold. I find the melody in the middle of the noise, the wisdom of the men hidden in the little boys. I'm recalibrating, shifting back to the start, connecting all the logic to the beat of the heart. The city is a teacher if you listen to the tone. Every single alleyway has a spirit of its own, so I stand my ground on the cracked concrete lane, letting all the pressure just evaporate like rain. I'm a product of the pressure, a child of the grit, keeping me eternal pilot light permanently lit. I'm watching how the second hand is moving on the dial. I'm looking at the mirror and I recognize the ghost. The one who gave the least is the one who took the most. I'm breaking on the locks on this artificial cage, writing out the history on the monochromatic page. The gospel thread is strong and the weaver's getting dick, building up the temple with the spirit in the brick. I don't need the spotlight to validate the shine, I just need the rhythm and a heady bass line. I tell the truth to the people who are living in the back, keeping everything moving on the monochromatic track. Legacy is written in the actions that you take, not the artificial image that you struggle to make. I'm finished with the glitz, I'm returning to the raw, living by the code in the universal law. The faint I stab is a memory in the mist, a testament to all the little moments that I missed. But I'm here now, present in the middle of the beat, feeling on electricity beneath my bare feet. So let the loop roll on, let the message expand, writing out the liberation with a steady moving hand. I'm watching how the second hand is moving on the dial. Time keeps moving, 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 truth remains. Time keeps moving,
truth remains.
Time keeps moving. Time keeps moving.
Yo, more shy. Yo, I want some lemon on the dust, man, I'm moving on the dust. Yo, I want some lemon on the dust, man, I'm moving on the dust.
Read the grain, the history in the dust.
Breaks the truth.
The only thing to trust, hear the soul. Let the sample play, we're finding our wisdom in the monochromatic gray. There's a narrative in the static, a message in the noise that speaks of the men who were once little boys. I learned to decipher the slang of the street, singing how the struggle and the poetry meet. The neighborhood is shifting, the landscape is new, but the frequency of survival is the same old view. I kept my observations in a notebook of the mind, leaving the superficial distractions behind. We used to tap the spirits just to feel the flow, finding a direction where the heavy winds blow. A 2-bar loop is a circle of a life, cutting through the ego with a dull-edged knife. I remember the elders in the center of the park, providing the sparks that ignite in the dark. It was a sacred ritual, a transmission of the light, keeping the spirit burning through the center of the night. We didn't have the glamour, but we had the intent, making sure the message was exactly what we meant. I studied the names and the credits on the sleeve, building a foundation that I finally believe.
Read the grain,
The history in the dust,
the truth.
The history in the dust.
Read the grain,
The history in the dust,
the truth.
The history in the dust.
Read the grain,
The history in the dust,
the truth.
The history in the dust.
Read the grain,
The history in the dust, the history in the dust. I see the tape hiss as a filter for the fake, a way to distinguish the ripples on the lake. In the golden era, every rhythm was a heart
Beating for the people who were forced to live apart. I learned to find the beauty in the distortion and the grain, bringing back the sunshine through the frequency of rain. The world is too polished, it's a digital lie. I prefer the analog spirit that'll never truly die. I miss the days of the raw and the unrefined, before the whole culture was systematically blind. But the wisdom is still there, tucked away in the grooves, waiting for the soul that rhythmically moves. I'm a student of an atmosphere, a child of the tape, helping the spirit of the ancestors to escape. It's a frequency of truth in a world full of noise, reflected in the movements of the men and the boys. I watch the young lions looking for the shortcut to the top, not knowing that the cycle never actually stops.
Read the grain,
The history in the dust,
it's the truth.
the history in the dust,
Read the grain,
the history in the
it's
dust,
the truth.
the history in the dust,
Read the grain,
the history in the
it's
dust,
the truth.
the history in the dust,
Read the grain,
the history in the dust, the history in the dust. Подумайте, это просто шум? No. Это плотность времени in 1994. We didn't just listen to the music, we lived inside the grain of the recording. The static is the only thing that doesn't lie. It's the texture of our existence. Listen to the hiss. So I turn up the gain and I let the hiss breathe, watching how the spirits in the room start to weave a tapestry of memories, a history of sound, deeply rooted in the very fabric of the ground. No piano, no horns, just the raw and the real, trying to communicate the way that we feel when the world turns its back and the lights go out and you're left with the silence and the shadow of a doubt. The static wisdom tells me to stay on the path, ignoring all the vanity and the digital math. I'm a keeper of the archive, a protector of the dust, building up a foundation that the people can trust. Every grain of noise is a story to be told, more valuable than silver, more permanent than gold. I'm the narrator of the grain, the voice in the hiss, finding the meaning at the superficial miss. It's the static archive, the heartbeat of the block, staying dedicated till the opening of the lock.
read the grain,
The history in the
it's
dust,
the truth.
the history in the dust,
Read the grain,
the history in the
it's
dust,
the truth.
the history in the dust,
Read the grain,
the history in the
it's
dust,
the truth.
the history in the dust.
Read the grain,
Archive was open. Noise is the truth.